So the episode that I did was A Little Couple. I love the show. I watched the 3 episodes. One where they went to go get the girl from India, and I'll talk about that one right now. That one was bad. I didn't like it at all. Like half the episode was like just a daughter wailing, like constantly crying. I don't blame her. I mean, she's scared. I mean, yeah, I can't blame her, but it was just obnoxious. I couldn't stand it. But the one that I really liked was the when they went to go get the kid from China. He was freaking adorable. He was beyond cute. I wish I would have adopted him myself, but you know, he got away. But I really liked them. And the last one I watched was when they did the father and son, where they went fishing, and the mother and daughter when they went to the beach and played with the sand and all that. And it reflects a good family marriage. There's none of that bullshit where they drink a lot of alcohol and they do a lot of drugs and they're just trying to show like this is the future of marriage, the whole destruction and everything. This was not it. This was the thing that I wish everybody would watch and reflect upon towards their own life. It's a good loving environment. It was great. I loved it. I mean, it had that feel good energy. Like it made me want to go like find my mom and hug her. I called her up, and you know, it's a good reflector. Um, as an examiner, I viewed it like I was just a normal person, like I am a normal person. But I viewed it as a consumer. Like I didn't look at it like I was like gonna hard grade them. No, I felt like this was a good reflection of what every marriage out there should be. When we watch a big fat Indian wedding, this is the shit that they're supposed to be watching, not that BS where they're looking at each other for 2 seconds and like, oh, let's get married. No, that shit's crazy. I was gonna do mine on that. I just couldn't stand it. I watched it and my mind went stale. It's like that's why I normally do not watch TV. Like if you could see all these books back here, that's what I keep focusing on because my mind would go numb. And so this one, when I watched it, I felt like my mind was moving. I was interacting with the show. The family was cute and it was proper. And the reason why people watch it is because that they're little. That's what they go by. They don't go by dwarfs or midgets. They go by little couple, and I completely respect that. And that's why I want everybody to watch it because I want them to see that their lifestyle is just as good as a non-little person, as us people that don't have a height deficiency. And that's it. That's why the show is out there. If this was just a normal couple, it's like who gives a shit. But these people, they're little. People are interested in how their lives are, and there's no big difference at all. They use the same furniture, but it's a little smaller. They use the same kitchen, but it's a little smaller. The fridge, the chairs, everything is just a little smaller. And so I want everybody to watch this. I wouldn't recommend nobody not to watch it. My sister, I went to Texas one day, and she had friends that were little. And so they would talk about the discrimination that they would go against and how they wish that people would actually sit down and talk to them and ask them how their lives are instead of bagging them. Because when I went to Texas, I felt a little stereotypical, treatment. And so my sister experiences that too, and I just can't imagine, I personally don't care, but I can't imagine a little person going through something that they can't, that they have to live with it, and it's not a bad thing at all. It's just people view it as such a bad thing. If I had a younger sibling, I would 100% want them to watch this. I want them to see that this is the life that you should be going after instead of this mind-staling TV where people are like just doing drugs left and right, thinking it's funny that they're messing up with people's minds in the way that they feel like reality is supposed to be, which I'm really glad it's not. Um, there are really no myths. They did counter a lot of stereotypes. They did counter a lot of myths because I watched one episode where they were basically just answering the viewers' questions. They were just answering questions that people had, and they basically were just people were curious, so they asked a lot of little couple questions, and they had all the answers. I didn't watch the full clip. I ended up knocking out. I was so tired. You can see it on my face, but it was a good. It was they attack stereotypes and they put a good reflection on themselves. So I'm happy for them because everybody should have a chance to speak out and defend the way that they live their life. That's basically it. I actually want to show this to my mom, so she's probably going to say, why does my husband treat me like that? But she's spoiled as hell. But it's going to be very interesting. I felt like, as I said again, This is a feel-good movie. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good reflection on marriage, and it's something that everybody has to watch and see. This is how you should be able to live, and not that crazy stuff where you're looking at each other for 2 seconds and then 2 minutes later you're saying I do, you know? So that's basically it. I have some shawarma on the table which I'm gonna go devour right now, so have a good day.